Year 10. So I'm just running through the two lessons, 3K and 3L, as these should be familiar to you from last term, and I'll just want to talk about a few things. So a reminder that last term you sketched parabolas when you were given the rule, and then you were also asked to find the rule given information about the graph. And that's going to be very important for your PSMT this term. So we're just going to revise a few things and then also just talk through the graphics calculator work. So remember your three different quadratic rules that you get. The first one is called the zeros form. You use that one when you've got two x-intercepts given to you. Number two is your turning point formula. So that you'd use that when you've got the turning point. And remember that B and C. So B is the X value of the turning point and C is the Y value of your turning point. And then just going back to number one, remember over here as well, B and C are the values of the two x-intercepts. And then for number three, that's just the standard form. So number three, we didn't really look at this one last term. So you use this one when you get given 3 points. And the algebra is pretty hectic. And hence in year 10, when we ask you to build a quadratic rule given three different points, then you'll use your graphics calculator to build that model. All right, so quickly just talking about these three word examples here. So for the first one is we give you the two x-intercepts and it passes through the point. So if you look onto the right here, you can see you identify that it's the zeros form that you've got to use. So you substitute in your two x-intercepts, so it was -3. Which now, of course, becomes x plus 3. And the other x-intercept was 4, so it's x minus 4. And then the only unknown here is the A, the dilation factor. So in order to get the dilation factor, you need another point, which is given 1 and 24. You substitute 1 into the x values and the 24 into the y, and you solve that and you get A. And then you just sub it back in and you've got your rule for your quadratic. And remember, you can leave it in this form because that is a rule in itself, or maybe the question will ask you to express in standard form, and then you'll just explain the brackets and it will look like the one in green here. Right, word example 2, so it gives you the turning point 2 and 6, and it gives you another point. So let's have a look. Because you've got the turning point, of course, you start with the turning point formula, which you write down. The turning point is 2 and 6. So 2 goes into B and 6 is your C value. So you substitute that in. The only unknown, again, is your dilation factor. So we need another point that is given, 3 and 3. You substitute that into X and to Y. And again, you find your dilation factor. And you simply just substitute it all back in. And there's your rule in turning point form. Or again, you can expand the brackets there carefully, of course, and you can get your answer in standard form. So it'll be really good if you guys can actually just do this yourself. Also, don't just copy what's on the OneNote. So just go back, make sure you summarize this in your book, in your summary book, of course, write on the 3 word examples and work through it and check your algebra at the end. And then, of course, we get to number 3, which is and the information that you are given is 3 points, just 3 points that you have. And it says here that it will be in a tick active paper. And remember, you started the term by practicing everything on your graphics calculator. So just go back to that as well. So you go to stats mode, you enter the 3 points, you do your regression, you get your A, your B, and your C value. And that is your parabola. So the question here really is, what do I write? If this is the question in the exam, what do I write on my page? So have a good look here. So we would love to see the following. You just go GC, graphics calculator, stats, and then you just give us the A, B, and C values, and then just make sure you put it in standard form. So that's really all you've got to write down if you build it from 3 points. And then please make sure you do these homework questions. And if you look on the next page, you'll see that there are fully worked solutions for those as well. But again, try it yourself first before you look at the solutions.